Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WW Dadman, but you already know that. And we have a mission leaving for Ike. We have the Moonlander, the Moonlander Mark III, which is a refurbished, a little bit upgraded lander off like the moon. We've got all our equipment up here. We have our Space Truck Mark II docked to this. And yeah, just in general, we are ready to go. Just making sure that the correct stuff is in its correct stage. We've got 3,260 meters a second in this thing. I don't quite... Actually, that's exactly what engineer says, so that's fine. That's actually exactly what this has. I'm fine with that. Anyway, so the way out towards Duna is obviously prograde, so exactly where we pretty much are right now. I'm just gonna go with the apoapsis for the burn. For the most part, we should just get an encounter. Yay. Focus view. Just do a little bit of... You're going this way, right? So I want to also be going this way, which I'm currently not. Let's do a little bit of precision adjustments. Plus, yes. That is very much nice. We can do a little bit of an of a correction burn on the way, like if we set Duna as a target, we see that our ascending node is pretty much exactly when we come in, so like literally just before we hit that, like out here-ish, add a maneuver. And get this shit up. So second node, I just want this to increase that by 10s. Okay, no, we're gonna increase that by 1s. 0.1. Okay, that is a direct freaking hit. And then we just and get ourselves an actual periapsis above the atmosphere. This isn't still a little bit too inclined for my taste. So that's pretty much exactly what I want. 66, that's way above atmosphere, I think. The atmosphere of Duna is roughly 50 kilometers high, so we're at 66, we're definitely above that. So we can break into a nice eccentric orbit, get to Ike, and yeah, from there do the landing and everything else. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way of doing this. Now, obviously, we might as well control from here, because it doesn't matter. Forward is forward. Like, this is literally the only thing. Gonna go ahead, aim at that maneuver node, then we're gonna time warp till we hit that maneuver, and then we're going to burn time of about 4 minutes, so 2 minutes ahead of time is where we start, right? Yeah. That is exactly where we start. So yeah, let's aim at that. Actually, just aim at maneuver. Easiest way to do this. And then we time warp till alarm clock stops us. We're 2 hours ahead of time for the window, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Close alarm down, pause. Okay. Now we're going to aim at that, and then we're going to accelerate until we're at the node burn, which is 50 seconds in the future. $40, 30, 20, and in 11, 10, yeah, we have time dilation going on, obviously, since frame rate is not up to par. I so hope that the KSP2 that is supposed to be coming this year is going to not have this problem where the timer goes yellow with like really not that high part count. But yeah, 1 second in game and go. As we see, this actually works. This is also really loud. And we're coming in on the end of the burn. This takes way too long. I really am not looking forward to flying with the frickin' atomic engines, because those take even longer. Anyway, the last 140 meters a second. A second. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Right on. And if we do the burns that we said we'd do, we almost go exactly not where we wanted to be. What? Okay, so first of all, we're on the right side of Duna right now, so that's fine. So I kinda don't want all of this. Right, wait. Like quite the opposite, actually. I'd like to speed up a bit and go a little bit higher. That is almost perfect. Go a little bit lower. That is perfect. And that's higher too, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's more like what I'd say we want to do. And there we stop and then go around to Ike and land. Yeah. First of all, though, we are now officially on our way out, so we are going to get out of the solar system. Please not. Out of the Kerbal system. So nicely enough, this time our correction burn is only 52 meters a second. Last time, like before actually burning, the correction burn made up 150. So somehow by like overburning by half a meter per second, I saved 100 meters per second on a correction. I don't know how that worked, but hey, it worked. Birth effect and everything, I guess. Yeah, just get past this. We are officially out. We are officially out. Good. So the next thing to happen is the FRDLAFU coming back to Kerbal. We have a nice 10-day lead on the actual next maneuver here, so that's nice. We're going to jump over to that ship and we'll navigate that home. That is our space plane, obviously. We have 500 meters per second in the tank. Now, we encounter Kerbal and then what? Let me have a look at Kerbal. Then what? We're currently on our way to if we like use up to 300, then we're on moon territory. 500. Okay, 450, which leaves us with 100 and something. I mean, that's still over geostationary though. If we take like almost 500, that gets us 100 on this. How much do we really need though? Get this in the atmosphere. Like that is like dead on in the atmosphere and dead. That's 44. So we don't really need a lot left, is what I'm saying. Which means I'm just gonna go ahead and burn as much, like until I have like 40 meters per second left. I'd say. Should be fine. And then we're gonna try to re-enter this. Gonna have 5 for safety. And then we're going to go towards our planet. So nicely enough, we still have like a 10-day lead on the Moonlanders maneuver, so we should not have a problem landing this ship before the Moonlander Mark III needs to adjust its orbit. Dude, the Mark III Moonlander and the space truck Mark I almost collided there. Like, that is an extremely low distance between the two for it being an interstellar travel. Holy crap. So yeah. Okay, 12 days till the Moonlander Mark III needs to adjust its orbit. Only 2 days until we do our capture burn. We have contact home, which is good. Not that we actually need it since we are controlled by Kerbals, but still. It's always nice to have a connection. Like, that's the reason I do the whole satellite network thing around every planet I visit. Because it would be pretty stupid to have no connection home. So yeah, that's basically everything we need. We have a periapse of 126. Basically just time accelerate down. And then we have a 3-minute burn. Okay. As I said, I'm going to burn until until I'm almost out of fuel, so just Z. And have a look at my fuel, pretty much. I mean, we're almost captured already. Just 88 meters a second in. I mean, for the last 100 meters a second, I'm gonna go a little bit slower. Because I really don't want to overburn. I really want to have a chance of actually landing this thing. I mean, if nothing else, I could always just send something up to fuel this up a little bit or get it out of... Oh, hey. There we go. That's like almost a nice orbit already. Okay, we are under the moon. 160, 150. Okay, last 100 meters a second. Wow, I actually stopped it exactly on 100. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to burn very slightly until I'm down to about 60 meters a second left in the tank. Exactly 60. So, if from here I was to slow down, I'd get a periapsis inside the atmosphere at just 16 meters a second, way into the atmosphere at 20 meters a second, and basically death zone into the atmosphere 42 meters a second, 24 meters a second. Like aerobraking to stop, kinda, into the atmosphere. So I kinda don't need more than 30. So I can hit another like 30 into actually stopping here. Okay. And now I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the like 30 something. Like if I do exactly 30, excuse me, minus 30, then I'd literally be way too low. So yeah. How about minus 20? I'd hardly graze the atmosphere. Okay, so I can like, what if I do minus 25? That's pretty much exactly where I want to be. So I'm gonna burn like 5 more. And now the rest of the 25 are gonna go into stopping up here. So we're just gonna go 9 days. That's easy. This is only 1 hour ahead, so and yes, we are landing retrograde, but that doesn't really make any difference. We should be able to live this, nevertheless. Okay. And we're gonna burn retrograde. 60, 55. Like I really wanna... Okay. 50, that's perfect. Good. So we're gonna go into the atmosphere. We've got 9 days for this, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm gonna just add a maneuver here so we can time accelerate down. Oh wait, wrong side. Here. Okay. Rest of this is gonna be basically I wanna look I wanna do this manually. I wanna also electric charge is full, so we can just do this to make sure that we are actually protected. Can you turn prograde real quick? Okay, that's prograde. Then just hold there. Then I wanna come in like this-ish. Obviously in a pretty steep angle, since I do want to bleed off as much energy as I possibly can. Okay. Just hold that. Okay, 70. I'm pretty much coming in at the angle I want to come in at, because should be about it. Pretty steep, not too steep. Like not in a fashion of, hello, I'm diving straight into the atmosphere, nor into a, hey, I'm like literally the most broad object to ever hit the atmosphere. I do not like that this is getting red. I should have F5'd a little bit earlier than right now. Like, and a little bit later than the last before that. Then again, we are empty, which means we are pretty damn light. We have a pretty shallow angle in the atmosphere. Like, we don't go any deeper than 50 kilometers. This should be able to bleed off enough energy to not explode. Like the one time we tried to land like this on Duna, we ended up losing so much speed that we literally just fell straight down into the atmosphere. So I feel like this should be fine. I mean, then again, frickin' Duna's atmosphere is basically ignorable anyway, but... Nevertheless, we landed a frickin' plane on it. Okay, this is where I go a little bit flatter, so we don't lose that much speed. Because now we are actually flying on Duna and not in an orbit anymore. Kerbal, not Duna. We're not on Duna anymore. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Just out of curiosity, where is the next? The Boomerang launch site is all the way up here. I can't really make that, can I? I mean, I don't have any way of actually, like actively flying. I can only passively fly. Then can just glide. Nicely enough, this is a glider, so shouldn't have too much of a problem actually gliding through the atmosphere. We are currently going up. Like to go back down. Thanks. You know, I'd love to speed up, but honestly, I kind of feel like if I did, I'd have the thing explode pretty easily. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can make it to like here or in here for the landing. Maybe even further. Like, where's KSC? We passed that like ages ago. That's desert. Yeah. Okay, so that's literally on the other side of the planet. I'm not sure we can glide around the entire planet. That would be really weird. But I guess I will cut to where this gets interesting again. Okay, so I decided to bring out the air brakes to make sure that we're slowing down a little bit better. Because this was getting ridiculously hot. Like, actually scary kind of hot. So do the freaking air brakes, but I'm fine with that. I'm pretty sure we can make it to the land over there. With the energy we still have. Otherwise we'll turn around and just land here. But pretty sure that's not a problem. Right over there is land, so I'd be really, really into landing there. Now that we actually are in thick enough atmosphere for this to work. Like, it shouldn't be too much of a problem gliding all the way over there. Like, I mean, you look at this. Yeah, we are pretty much falling just straight down. Like, I mean, 100 meters a second is still a lot of speed. 10 kilometers up is still a lot of potential energy. We should be able to make it to that land over there. Theoretically. Without losing too much to the atmosphere. And without being able to, like, actually use our engines anymore. Okay, let's hope that this works. This frickin' plane has landed on frickin' Duna, come back, and now is landing on Kerbin's grasslands. Shores, whatever. But, yeah. This should be doable. Why are my lights on? It's not dark. Okay, now, the difference between landing this on Duna and landing it on Kerbin we have so much frickin' atmosphere below us that this actually glides to a nice landing. Like that. Holy crap, that was way too... That was so easy to land. Well, we have returned from the surface of Duna. Um, explore Duna, contract parameters. Our engineers are already repurposing the parts of the vessel from Duna for other missions. Good work. That's exactly what you're gonna do, because we're going to pretty much rebuild, like, build something around this design, for Lathe as well. Just on Lathe, I want to do something I also haven't done yet, and that's an SSTO water plane. Obviously, we're gonna do that with Rapier engines, but yeah, I want a plane that can land in the water and start from the water for Lathe. That's gonna be a little bit of a harder thing to actually accomplish, but yeah, we're gonna definitely go for that. Yeah, we walked on Tuna as well. So yeah, we're going to recover all of our science from Duna. Now, if this had enough fuel in it to actually fly on Kerbin for a bit, then I would have like gone all the way back to the airfield. If the entire like construction with the docking port wouldn't have broken on the friggin' space truck, I would have had enough fuel, because I just would have had them stay docked and then transfer the fuel over that I need. But yeah, this way. We got 1,600 science from this mission. We've got 9,300 funds back in parts. We've got Jebediah and Bob Kerman both on level 3. And we now have enough to research more stuff. First of all, we've got... Wait, what did I want it to do? I wanted some very specific stuff. Oh yeah, the biggest communitron possible. I'm going to go for that. These not really, but the XL solar panels and the other battery packs and thermal control fuel cells, everything. Don't really think we need that right now. Do we need any of this? We don't need the research lab. Ladders, I think that would be really useful for landing on like anything we can't fly on, so we're just gonna take that along the way. I don't really think we'll use the processing lab, because we don't really have a reason to. We've got new models and a new service bay. Why the hell not, I guess? But I'm just gonna really quickly see what else we can get. Bigger tanks, that's always a thing that we definitely want. And the nuclear engines is definitely something we want, because those are way, 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 way more efficient. Also, we want the bigger engines for actually launching stuff, because honestly, we really kind of want to be able to launch stuff. Yeah, that's really not anything that... Why is that fucked up? Anyway. Yeah, but I don't think we need any of these anyway, but we also only have enough to get one of the lower tiers anymore. So yeah, the next thing we need for... What is that? That is the rapier. If we want to go to lathe eventually, then we need a rapier, because otherwise I'm not going to lathe. So that's definitely something we definitely want. But yeah, that's just future stuff. For now, we have the next easy target would be Drez. So apart from getting science from Ike real quick and bringing that back, the next target afterwards would be Drez. And I'd kind of like to put like communication satellites around Drez that relay like around the solar system a little bit, like with the big ones that we got here. But yeah, that's future talk. First we're gonna get the other stuff done. Advanced reaction wheel, vernier thrusters. That's an experiment. Isn't it? Oh no, that's a SAS unit. Yeah, that used to be the experiment that got repurposed into some other part. No, I guess I'm gonna just go with this stuff, because that means we have the bigger service bay as well as the bigger command module. Yeah. So we can actually send like 3 Kerbal missions and stuff. Although, why would we even need... Like, I guess I could send an engineer for repacking chutes or something like that, but... Yeah, whatever. Yeah, this is pretty much that. What else do we have in here? Explore Ike. Yeah, well, that's... Somebody's already heading there, so... Gather scientific data from Ike. That's just... gonna happen right now. Anyway, we're already on the way. Build a new orbital solar, no. Observation service of no. Plant flag, no. Bring a class, no. Tourists towards Duna, yeah, sure, go land on Duna. That definitely something we're gonna do. We do not have a tourist program to Duna yet. What the hell? We literally just came back from the first ever landing on Duna. That's recover apart from orbit of Duna, definitely not. I'm not bringing any asteroids anywhere. Build a new surface outpost. You know, these surface outpost thingies would be way more interesting if we actually had the Breaking Ground expansion in this, but I cannot upgrade this save to the Breaking Ground expansion since, one, I'm not sure whether all of the mods are available, and I always hate having outdated mods that then break in weird ways, especially with a heavily modded save like this. And secondly, it wouldn't matter because the whole actually like the surface scatter that can actually be used for science in that DLC is also not appearing on old saves, so I would have literally no reason to upgrade. We'll eventually have to start a new career in that, but by then probably frickin' KSP2 is out, and by then I don't know whether I'll be playing KSP1 anymore. But yeah, we'll see about that. We also already have orbit, like freaking stuff in orbit around Ike, so I'm not going to redo that. So yeah. Science data from space around Ike, the surface of Ike, and explore Ike are our next things. That is already on the way, that mission. So yeah, that's the next thing that's happening. The Moonlander Mark III does its little correction burn. Then lands, or at least gets into orbit around Duna. Then we'll see how much time we have left. But I guess we should have enough time to encounter Ike and at least go into orbit around Ike before the space truck Mark I needs attention. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be in the next episode. We're also going to, as soon as the whole Duna mission is back, the Ike mission, we're going to get, heck, I wanted the freaking big inflatable heat shield. That's what I wanted. Where is that? Please tell me I just accidentally got that with everything else. I need the inflatable heat shield for the fucking... Oh shit. Oh shit. Where is that thing? I need that for the stupid... space truck landing. This has no other way of landing other than putting a heat shield on it and then I mean, I guess theoretically it would be enough to just tack on some chutes, but did I get the inflatable heat shield by any chance? My god, I do not see anything that even slightly looks like the heat shield. That's a parachute. It would be like in heat protection or something like that, right? I don't know. Fucking... These nodes make no sense to me in the slightest, so I wouldn't know where to look. They're just like randomly put together. Very randomly. But yeah, if nothing else, I think I can make that come back otherwise. If I just clamp on some stupid parachutes. Yeah, but we'll have to do that mission while the other one comes back. So that's the two things that we're doing in the next episodes. Whenever I get to come back to that, we're going to do the Ag mission, send that back, which is probably going to be the entirety of next episode. And then while that's coming back, we're going to fly up and get the space truck configured for re-entry. And as soon as that's down and the Ike mission is down, then we're talking about where we're going to go next. Until then, I'd say thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. And until next time, I'm WW Dadman. Bye.